I really gotta ask this question because I'm scrolling online and I see someone posting this and I'm just like, why is it always like this? You know? So let's get into it. Because I know y'all probably like, why is it always like, what? What you talking about, Nay? Why is it always like mothers are so obsessed with their sons? They're always like, my son loves me. My son is going to ride and protect and do this. And it's just like, well, what about your daughter? Why do you not feel like your daughter is going to do that? Or why do you feel like your daughter isn't capable or able to do these things? Why do the sons always get this love? And they always, because the sons always showing love and how they are. Oh, you'll get it when you have children. No, the fuck I won't get it. Because I'm going to be my daughter's best friend. I'm actually going to love on my daughter extra more just because I see the pattern that y'all mothers be doing to these fucking sons. What the shit? And your daughters ain't feeling no type of love. They have to go fend for love for themselves. But the son is getting all the love. You moms is trying to be superwoman to your sons. And you're not doing good because I don't need you having your son thinking that I'm finna be doing this, and this, and that. Bitch, I'm nobody's slave, hoe. You feel me? You can do all of that. But don't be doing that and then ain't making your sons think that this is what a woman is supposed to be doing just because you're trying to always impress your son or you always, I don't know what it is. Someone on my social media, she has a son and a daughter and they're both literally around the same age. The girl is probably a little older. Literally 1 year older maybe. And she's posting a selfie with her son about how I know if there's nobody in this world that's gonna love me as much as my son or something like that. And I'm like, okay, obviously you're trying to be smart. You're trying to get at somebody with this message because you said a man actually. She said no other man is gonna love me as much as my son or something. And your son is literally like 5, 6. He's not a man, girl. He's barely a boy. The fuck, he's just becoming a young boy. And you're saying this, and I'm literally in my head like, well, why your daughter? Why do you think like your daughter doesn't love you? And then y'all like, oh, they got attitudes and your son is always this. Yeah, because you're loving your son every day. Why wouldn't your daughter have an attitude? They're not stupid. We're not stupid. Okay? Girls can be very, very intelligent with emotions. They can be very intelligent at a young age. We're not stupid. We can tell that you're jealous or you hate me. I'm supposed to be the younger version of you. Anybody that's a parent, you should want your child to look better than you. You should want your child to have more than you. You should want your child to do more than you were able to. Why? If that's not what you want, why are you having? Close your fucking legs. Y'all dirty out here. Y'all just horny. But not really being parents for real. Because what are we talking about? Why are we starting competition? And it's like, do people even notice that they be doing this? Or is it just me? What is wrong with y'all? Women need love too. Your daughters need love too. Like, it's literally only a small percentage of women that can say that their mom is truly their best friend. A small percentage. That is very unlikely. Women need to get it together. Jealousy is be at an all-time high just within women. And then you have the women, the mom and daughter dynamic that still be having jealousy involved. And people don't even look at it as jealousy, or they don't think of it as jealousy. They don't want to look too deep into it. But if you have a parent where they're always lovey-dovey happy about their son, complimenting how handsome their son is, right? And they never doing the same for you. Baby. Baby, it's something there, okay? It's some type of hate there. All right? Because that's not normal. Okay, like I said, there's a select few that can say that they are a woman and they have a very good relationship with their mom. Their mother is their best friend. Like Coco Jones and her mother, the way her mom was so genuinely happy for her in that video. Maybe I will add a clip right here, y'all. Her mom was just pouring and speaking life into her, just telling her how happy and proud. She just knew that everything that they was working hard for, it was worth it at this moment when her mom saw her because of her tour. It was so real. It was so authentic. It was such a mom and daughter, everyone's dream and goals. But not everyone in the world has that. Not even 75% of us. Okay? That's very unlikely. Okay? Women problem is jealousy within other women. Men's problem is lust with other women. And if you really got a problem, you're lustful with men and women. Okay? That's a real big issue. All right? But women's number one problem is jealousy within other women. All right? And that's why we call a man that's jealous of a woman, you sassy. Because that's not even shit that you supposed to be worried about. You feel me? That's not really in a man's nature for you to be jealous of a woman. You should be inspired. You should be motivated. You should be working hard. What the fuck? So if you anything like that, you're a little sassy to me. That's sassiness all day, every day. Okay? Because a man is usually tend to be in love with women. Okay? Very lustful over women. They don't give a fuck, bitch, if you flipping burgers or if you a CEO. Okay? Because at the end of the day, coochie is coochie. And how you make someone feel is just how you make someone feel. You get what I'm saying? So, it don't really matter with the occupation at times with a lustful man. And women, the girl could be ugly, the girl could have less than, but it's just something about jealousy. They can just have something that you might want, or something that you might think that you want, or something you might need or think that you need. Or maybe you don't want shit that they got. You just jealous. You know, you see something like, oh, excuse me, y'all. Maybe you wanted to do it first. They did it before. Who knows, you know? That's usually women's problem is the jealousy, and men's problem is the lust. Will everyone admit to what I'm saying? Who knows? Probably not. Everyone is not that truthful and honest within themselves, you know. But that's definitely like the main issues within women. Jealousy, men, lust. With that being said, a lot of women are jealous of their daughters, or it's something, and it'll be like something that they wish that they had that their daughters had. And they would start to hate and resent them for it, you know? Or sometimes, I know there's going to be some sons that's like, well, I didn't have a good relationship with my mom. My mom wasn't like that with me. Shit, she probably was better with you than she was with other women, unless she was just like a girl's girl, you know? Unless she was really like a cool, like a ride or die mom that was really a girl's girl. Because a lot of girls experience jealousy. That's why it's hard for girls to really be friends. All right? And people might say, oh, I have mad friends. I've been friends with people for years and da-da-da. If you never had situations where it was jealousy or anything going on like that, I don't know if y'all was really elevating. You get me? Because just knowing who women are, when you start to elevate, you know, there will be some type of jitters. It ain't always peaches and cream with women. It's never peaches and cream with women. I don't care how long you've been friends with them. It's going to be rocky. You might fall out, get back friends, fall out, get back friends, or just not like something that was said. But that's just normal. That's what anybody. It don't have to be girlfriends, it could be anybody. But honestly, when elevation comes, that's when haters comes. And hating is jealous, wanting something. Okay, wanting what you have, wanting something that you got. Unless all of you are literally bossing up at the same exact time, it's easy for some jealousy or hate to come through if, say, you're in a group and you're bossing up. It's your season right now. If your friends are not mentally stable and okay with that, right? And really love you for real. And really have beat that spirit of jealousy. Because it don't even got nothing to do with loving. You know, it don't really got to do with if you love somebody, because that's the thing. All of women, we battle with the spirit of jealousy, okay? Just like men battle with the spirit of lust. It's just in women, all right? This competition is just in women. So when you grow up into a woman, you are to learn how to handle that spirit of jealousy, you know? And a true woman who has grown up, if they see that it's your season, they will know, oh, my time is coming as well. And they will be very, very supportive and real, you know. But not everyone is like that. And you may be like that. And you're celebrating one of your friends. And then you're noticing that other friends is not that happy for your friend, but you're very happy. You know what I'm saying? It'd be situations like that where you're looking around like, why y'all kind of giving fake, or y'all kind of giving shade, or y'all not that excited like I'm excited. You get what I'm saying? Or say it's your accomplishment and you did something and you see that somebody is very excited but others is not, or nobody is, or this specific person is not, you know. And sometimes it'll hit you off guard because you expect them to be. And some people are very slick because they will give you what you're expecting. Like that first celebration, they'll be excited. Oh, yay, hey. And then next thing you know, you hear shit later on about how they talking and hating and saying this. You know how that be too. You know how that be too. So some people not just all the way real and going to show you that they a hater off rip. Okay, they might celebrate and all that, and then, you know, behind closed doors, now they in secret competition mode, and you ain't even know y'all began a damn competition, bitch. They got you in a secret competition and stuff like that. You feel me? People start doing their own little things instead of them using it as motivation. The intention behind it is too evil. It has jealousy and hate because you're like, I want that. Why does she have that? No, I want to be like that. Instead of them saying like, wow, she has that, so I can do that. You know, it's just changing the way you look at things and say things, especially the way that you say things and you put it out in the universe, the intention behind it. So if you're not saying things in a way that you're inspired by a person, encouraged, they're motivating you, and you're saying it in a way like, I want what they have, covetous energy, like why them and why not me? That's could be the spirit of jealousy controlling you. So we have to know how to, whenever you feel the urge of being in that, right, that spirit of jealousy, if you feel it coming up, it could come up randomly anytime, okay? And I don't want nobody in my comments talking about, I'm not jealous, I don't, then baby, you don't know what I'm talking about. Then this conversation probably is not for you if you don't get it. Okay, because even if you're not jealous, I'm not walking around just jealous of people, but I know what the spirit of jealousy is. Okay, and I know how it's easy for us women to compare, look at each other and all of that, and it's important for us to not do that. If we not did that, the world would be a better place. Just like if men not be lustful, the world would be a better place. Those are the two things that we have a problem with. Men are lustful, women are jealous. And it takes a disciplined man to not be lustful, and it takes a disciplined woman to not be jealous. Okay? Not everybody can do it, but when you feel that urge or you feel it coming up, you switch it around. Okay? You alchemize it. Turn it to a positive. Instead of saying, why she got this and da-da-da, but like, yo, how did she do that? Like, I need to figure out how she did that. Like, maybe I should have asked her, how did she do it? Or let me reach out to someone or do some research because I want to look like it's okay to be inspired and motivated, encouraged by people, you know, but it's so easy for us to just become hateful, you know, jealous, instead of just saying like, oh, that's raw, or I want that, you know, or maybe you don't want that specifically, but you want to live that type of lifestyle or life. And instead of hating, just be like, dang, how can I get that type of life or that lifestyle? Like, I want to live like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if girls just change their whole perspective on things when we interact with different women and stuff like that, it'll be fire. But honestly, y'all, I've always used to have like problems with women, but I always still had like women friends. Okay, like I already knew women games. Like I know that it was easy for women to easily pull out the spirit of jealousy because people be kicking it with you, and then when they hear what you got going on or something, now they start to feel small automatically. And you don't even be making people feel like that. You know, and I can watch people faces, like when my friends is telling stories about their accomplishments and stuff, and you can just read the room and you watching people's faces, and it's like, I don't know, that shit, like people faces and body it be telling it all. You can really tell who be happy and who don't be happy, who be trying to size it up and figure this out and figure that out or whatever like that. So I just I be on it. I be on it because you don't need that type of energy around. It's better to know than be lost and found, okay? Shit. But yeah, yo, what else do I want to say? I think that's kind of it. That girl kind of pissed me off because I'm like, you giving all this praise to your son. What about your daughter? Like, daughters really be ride or dies, and you know, we're like, what, why is it that the son is just automatically my king, and this and this? And I get it, like, if you only have sons, you don't have daughters, you get me? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm not, you get what I'm saying? Don't apply this to you if I'm not talking about you. If you love all your kids equally and you don't do what I'm saying, then cool, but don't act like you don't know what I'm saying. All right, because I know y'all know what I'm saying. I know you seen it. I know you probably witnessed it. Maybe you do it, or maybe you saw someone else do it. Maybe you were raised like that. You feel me? And you was wondering the same thing, because I'm just trying to figure out, what is it that moms always want to give the praise to the son and they just leave the daughters, and then they're quick to be like, oh yeah, daughters got attitudes. It's like sons are so cute, they can have attitudes, but then with your daughter, it's like, oh yeah, she got a little attitude. Yeah, she got, like, she acted, I don't know. And I haven't even really been around little girls or kids in a while, y'all. So I'm just trying to brainstorm, you know. But it just be like, what? They let sons do any and everything. That shit ain't right. That's why you be having these men growing up thinking that their wife or their girlfriend, not even their wife, because they not even fucking marrying these bitches, because some of these moms that be acting like this, some of y'all don't even be married. That's why y'all be doing that with y'all sons, because you ain't got no man. Because if you had a real man in your life, he ain't finna be having you treating your son like no king when he the king of the house. Okay? And that's real tea right there. Clock that. Okay? And that's really, that's first and foremost. But for some of you, is that really be it? Shit. Cause when the dad and the mom is in the house together, it's a whole different world. It's a whole different dynamic, as opposed to just a mom or just a dad. Okay? I had both parents in the house, and then I went from just one parent in the house. So I've seen both. It's a whole different life when it's both parents compared to one. So even if you're like, oh, if you had a man in that house, your son wouldn't be your king. Because your man would be your king. Okay? Your son would be your prince. Y'all be trying to put these sons in these daddy. And I ain't talking about your pop either. You know, zaddy positions. And that's your goddamn son. You feel me? If you talking about your children, because you know children's love is important and they will always ride for you, then include your daughters. Why is your daughters not included? Why is it always just your son? Since when do girls not stand up for people or back people up? Like, last I remember, say if a boy was getting picked on or something, girls will always speak up first. Men don't do nothing. They will laugh and giggle and say that ain't got nothing to do with me. Girls will be like, don't be doing that to him. What you talking about, girl? Don't be doing, like, what are you talking about? Why don't girls get the love that all the sons get? And honestly, it ain't nothing really to answer, because we already know the answer. We already answered it. You get what I'm saying? We answered that question, but I'm just saying it out loud because it's just kind of crazy. Like, why doesn't your daughter get this acknowledgement? Why don't you feel like your daughter is your ride or die? Because I'm confused. I know that the daughter will literally ride or die for these moms and these dads. I'll be just like, why is it that you only think it's your son? Why do y'all just praise and honor so much, like, the sons? Is it because sons can look a little ugly too? Because you got the parents, y'all, and y'all know I always got to keep it real here too. You got the parents that they only post in their sons. They post their sons more than they post their daughters because maybe the daughter hair ain't done, or maybe the daughter just ain't dressed up. And you feel like with girls, your girls always got to be dressed, looking like a princess, and that shit is false. Because now we not getting pictures, or you're not getting pictures of the daughter. You got so many pictures of the sons because you feel like, oh, he could have his hair looking wild and his hair is just regular curly. But when it comes to a girl, you feel like she got to look perfect because she's a daughter before you show her off to the world or anything. Like, I wish I had more pictures of me, especially as a baby. Like, what? I have a lot. Don't get me wrong. I don't have just one baby picture or two. Like, I have plenty. But I wish there was more. I do. But I just know how some parents would be like, oh, no, look at what she got on. Or, oh, her hair ain't done. Like, you'll see people posting their sons way more and not care how their son look because it's a son. And that's what I mean by looking ugly. You hear me? A daughter is more like, oh, she's pretty. But a son is like, your son could look however he looks. I feel like that's how people feel. So they really just posting the son because the girl, she has to look together. I don't know why they think like this, but I know one thing. I ain't finna think like this. I'm going to love both of my children when God grants me them the same. Unless one of them come out like motherfucking Cain, okay? Other than that, and I don't think God finna give me none of that. I ain't about to have no karmic kids, okay? I will love both of my children the same. Boy, girl, girl, boy, boy, girl. Because I'm not putting anything in my daughter's brains. I don't think people understand that you're putting things in her mind at a young age and you don't even really realize. We all realize. Do you not realize? No, because you're doing it, so you can't really see the outside looking in. That'd be people's problem. Then when you try to tell them something, they, oh, my life and da-da-da-da. It is your life, and that's the problem. You're living it like it's your life when it's actually your child's life. Your life finna be gone. You're when you bringing in kids, it's not really about you no more. Once you bring in kids, it's about your children's life. Your life is gone. It's really you and your partner. This is why you're supposed to find the best partner, because your children is just going to go off and get grown and find their partner. And this is why you need a great partner, so that when they leave y'all still secure. Y'all still could travel. Y'all still have a good time, because time is running out for y'all. It's not really about y'all no more. It's about the new life. Setting them up right, telling them what to do, what not to do, getting them prepared, telling them da-da-da-da-da. You feel me? So like, that's the right way that we're supposed to do it, but things don't always happen like that. And some people is going to say, well, who's to say what is the right way? You get what I'm saying? So some people right way might be my wrong way, but my wrong way might be their right way. Listen, I almost said some bullshit and it didn't even rhyme, and I ain't even going to say it. I think it's because I just watched the movie. I was about to say, hey, it's Fat Albert. I just watched that Fat Albert movie. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, man, I think I'm going to end this like this because I really didn't want this message to be this long. But I really just wanted to come on here and just chat with y'all because I just don't be understanding why. Like, I understand why, but I don't understand why. Like, stop doing your daughters like that. Like, I saw this one relationship, this mom and daughter. It was the best mom and daughter relationship. She used to make me want to have a mom like hers. It was beautiful. But then again, that was her only child. She only had a daughter. So who knows how it would have been with a son. But just off of seeing the mom and daughter's relationship, it was so fire to me. And then I just saw the video, like I said earlier, with Coco Jones and her mom. And that was so fire to me. And that's what I want to be for my daughter. Like, if my daughter is talented, is so good at something, I'm going to gas her up. I'm going to show her off. I'm going to, encourage her and support her with whatever she feels called and led to do. Like, I'm not getting in the way of what God is telling her to do or what her heart is telling her to do. Why would I do that? So what she says that she want to do, I'm going to support her 100%. And just watching Coco Jones' mom do that, and just knowing like some of the friendships, it feel like friendships, but it's actually mom and daughter relationships that I know about, that was good. That shit is amazing and it's beautiful, and it makes me want to be like that with my child, because I was, one of the children, because I ain't the only one that probably felt like this, but I really didn't get that, extra loving and caring that I probably should have. I wasn't a son, I wasn't the king, okay? I wasn't her king, so I just, that's a mess to me, that makes me feel, it makes me feel sick to my stomach, like just watching it. That's why I had to get on here, because I started talking to God and myself about it. I was like, you know what, let's get on a video, because that girl kind of pissed me off. I'm like, yo, you got a whole daughter. Imagine how your daughter feels. You're always talking about your son, and then you're talking about him in ways that like your daughter can't do it. And I'm confused. And I'm going to end it like this, because I'm just really confused. I keep asking this question because I'm like, why do you feel like your daughter won't ride for you or doesn't love you the same? It's like they're always like, my son loved me. I know my son is going to take care and be there. And it's like, your daughter probably loves you even more, girl. What are you talking about? My phone just rung and everything with a little confirmation. Like, what? Y'all be like, my son this and son this and this. And it's like, no, your daughter actually gets it because she's a girl. So y'all actually could be probably more besties than you and your son. But I don't know what it is. It's something about women wanting to impress males, even if it's their son. Craziness. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. I'm gonna end this right here. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.